Hi everyone, welcome to Natural Wonders. My name is Michael Munson and I'm just going to do a really nice painting of Yellowstone National Park. Going to be some lovely pine trees and a nice stream coming through. Painting I'm really looking forward to doing. So I'll run the colours across the screen that you guys need to paint along with us. And I'm going to get stuck into this painting. I'm going to start off by using a 1 1/4 inch brush. And I'm just going to use phthalo blue. I've got liquid white all over the board that I'm painting on. It's everywhere on there, just a small amount everywhere. So I'm just going to go into some phthalo blue, small amount of phthalo blue on the brush. Tap it nice and evenly through your bristles, so you've got an even distribution of paint on your bristles. And then I'm just going to start off on this top corner over in here. And I'm just going to use little crisscross strokes, tiny little crisscross strokes to just put some of this blue colour in, just in there. Bring it all the way through, and as you go it's going to keep mixing with the liquid white that we've got on there, the liquid white that we've got on the canvas. And then from there I'm going to blend it down, just gently and softly blend that down. Something about like so. Actually comes quite far down into here, so I can put some of that blue into there as well. Down to about there. So just getting a bit of that colour in there first of all, and I can go back up into here and just blend all this together really well, just by using them crisscross strokes basically. Same thing here. This stays blue, but then we're going to have a lavender underneath it, some clouds just in there. Using less pressure just on the horizon area. Something about like so. Less pressure, like I said, just down on this horizon area. I'll blend that right down to there as well. There. Now I'm just going to use a cleaned brush. I'm just going to come up into that area, just in there, and I'm going to gently blend it. Blend the blue colour. Allow that to blend together, nice and soft. Same in there. Let it blend nice and soft. So you can't see that many brush strokes, just a few. A nice good even blend with that. All over there. It's a really simple sky what I'm doing for you today, so I'm just going to use a bit of crimson into the blue. So that's crimson and blue now. And this is the shadow colour that I want to use for the clouds that I'm going to have up in here. This lovely shadow colour. Got a cloud that comes along there, pretty dark shadow for that. And then it just wisps away in there. Just gently wisps away it does. And then this is quite a big cloud I've got just in there. So I can use that colour that I put down there and then gently allow it to blend into that blue a bit. I'll put some tops to these clouds soon, but I just want to get some colour in at first. Now I want to pull a bit of that colour in just on the horizon, just there, and also just over in here on the horizon we've got some little fluffy ones, like fluffier clouds that we've got going on in there, just along that horizon line. I'm just going to tap and pull onto that. Nice and soft and gentle. You can also just use a clean brush, and you can come in and blend if you want anywhere. In the little areas you want to blend this a bit softer, like just in there maybe. Come back in and look at that. Really softly blend that out. Same with these clouds on the horizon. What I want with these clouds, I want to actually have it as though it's stringy cloud just on the horizon line. There. Just like so. Easy. Some nice lavender clouds on there. Again, just going to come back into that and just blend it along the edge of it. Cool. Now, little fan brush. I can get the same lavender colour. And then we're going to have another cloud over in here. So just putting a bit of shadow colour in for it first. There. And now I'm going to have a little cloud just sitting over there. Maybe there's a small one there as well. So a small little shadow for that. And just in here we've got one coming through a bit. Get my clean brush again, and I can just gently soften them, go over them, soften them, and then I'm going to go to my filbert brush. And with this filbert I'm going to use a small amount of crimson, a tiny amount of crimson into some white to make a slightly pinky colour, but it's not got a lot in. It'll eat your whole world up with that alizarin crimson with your white if you're not careful. So I'm just going to come in here now, and I'm going to actually just apply some little clouds. You sometimes just tap some of that colour just in there, and that's the top of this soft wispy cloud. This nice shadowed cloud that we've just got in here. And we're going to have that white basically coming right from over there. And what I do is I'll just tap it to the lavender colour from light to dark at first. Just tap that in. Nice and soft on top of that cloud. Maybe it comes up a bit higher there. But first all I'm doing is just tapping. See that? And then it'll tap basically down in there a bit as well, and just tap into the lavender. There I am. Nice. You can actually tap away because you would have picked up some of the white. And then I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to put a small amount of this just on top of that in there. Love it. And then this actually goes up into that shadow, you see. See that just in there? You can actually tap that a bit in there, and then it just disappears, and you just got a gentle amount of that light colour all the way along again. But this time it's blended both top and bottom. Just a separator is this, to separate the clouds, creating layers of cloud with this. You can tap right down into them shadows, just down in here, tap a bit of that. Tap underneath where I highlighted, gently, and then drag that into there. So it's got a bright top and then it goes down into the shadows. A few little floaters going on and stuff as well in front of that. There. That's it. Now same thing again. Not quite as much on these. We've got these clouds over in here. Just want to put a few little bits of the white on there first of all. Just on the top. A little bit showing on there as well. Now I'll just use that same brush and just gently tap underneath that. So you've got the white for this cloud now, but you've also got a shadow in there. Love doing these. A few little bits that are coming off of that cloud maybe as well. In there. Tap over that. So it mixes a little bit with the shadow. Cool. Again, you can actually, because that's a stringy cloud, you can just put a highlight like so on top of that. Maybe there's the same thing going on there. Use a big brush, come back, gently blend that to make it soft. Gently blend over that, soften it up a bit. If you do go over too much, it's so easy to just come back in, just reintroduce a bit more of the highlight just to the top. This one. Cloud with character. But you need them shadows in there, very important. Just as important as the highlights of the shadows. Do a little highlight on that. Nice. I just wanted to reintegrate that again, that little area there. Now just underneath this I'm going to use a lavender again, the same old lavender, the phthalo blue and the alizarin. On a difference, I'm using a small brush, and then just off of the bottom of this, take that out of my mouth so I don't sound silly, we've got another shadow just coming in there. So you put it in at first, and then I let it mix with the liquid white that's on there. That's it, and this is just coming through here slightly. Something like that. And then I'm going to put a few little shadows up in this area. And we're going to have some wispy clouds up in there. Some little wispy ones. So you put the shadows in first. You can be really loose with this. Up in here. You really can. And then I'll use a clean fan brush. I'll get some of the white with the alizarin crimson in it, and I'll just come back up in here and I'll just twizzle some white in. Just twizzle it in there. I want this to be like little floater clouds. There. That's it. Back to my blender brush and you can just come in there and just unsettle all that. Anything you don't like, you can completely blend away. Gently blend over it. There we go. Gently blend that a little bit. There. Now I'm back to my white again. Get some more white, and then just up in here we've got a few little more distinctive bits, distinctive areas where it stands out a bit more, and then it disappears again. So I'm just going to come in and use the fan brush for that. There's something going on there as well. These little wispy ones up in here are quite important. They really do set your painting off. Sometimes you can just tap with a fan brush and just put some in like so, in that way, and what it does, it gives you lots of different shapes, which is what you get up in the sky when you're doing this. When you're painting these little wispy clouds, they're here, there and everywhere. You need them shadows in there first.